ああ、いいぜ。どうせベアトの前で改めて言うしな。隠す必要もないさ。いいか、この島に隠し屋敷があって愛人を住まわせていたらしいんだ。となりゃ俺を苦しめてきた18人なのか19人なのかって疑問は簡単に決着する。
マトラ様は魔女を否定するくせに、18人の中にも犯人を求められないダブルスタンダードの袋小路に自ら追い込まれました。
Exactly. I don't have that double standard. I don't believe there is a 19th person on this island. I really don't. I believe someone's dressed up as Beatrice. I do not believe that there is a 19th person. Because I don't want that convenient catch-all right there. I don't want it. So I want to strike that and just say, no, there is only 18. Because I don't want something convenient like that. 17 if you don't count Kenzo, because Kenzo doesn't have anything to do with this at all.
魔女を否定する最も簡単な方法は18人の誰かを疑うことだ。
Which is how I take that route.
18人全員のアリバイはそう簡単には揃わない。常に一人くらいはアリバイの脆い人間が生まれる。
And then I destroy that alibi.
俺はそいつを生贄にすることで常に魔女を否定し続けることもできるだろう。
Fuck it. If they're the one behind it, it's not a scapegoat.
しかしそれは断固拒否せ。
Actually,
ダメだぜ。全然ダメだ。
I would say it's actually easier to use the 19th person, because that's a true scapegoat. You're offering this unknown entity up that you have no idea even it really exists. You don't know who they are, what they believe in, what they do. But you just, since you don't know them, you just offer them up as a scapegoat. That is actually the easiest way to deny the witch, because it takes no reasoning at all. All you have to say, yeah, there's a 19th person behind everything. They somehow have this, they can somehow do that, they can somehow do this. But it's the 19th person every single time. That's the true scapegoat. I at least try to work out who could do it through a very, who could have unlocked this room. It narrows it down to only those people. The 19th person couldn't have done it, even if there was a 19th person. If there's a 20th person, a 21st person, it would have been impossible for them to do it. That's why it's the easiest to deny it through the 19th person, because then you don't have to suspect anyone. You can just say it's the 19th person.
18人はみんな俺にとって親たちや親戚たちやいとこたち。
And that's why you don't want to.
そして真面目だったり面白かったりする頼もしい使用人の人たちだ。
Even though you just met Goda and just met Cannon, you somehow have a great feeling with them and connection.
俺はその人たちの誰を生贄にすることも許せない。かつて俺はその決意があやふやだった。だからその心の弱さをベアトに疲れたんだ。
自らの弱点を認め理解する、なかなかできることではありません。マトラ様は19人目が存在する説を槍にする。槍というよりは盾でしょうかな。
It's definitely a shield.
いずれにせよ、これまでのゲームでの無策と違い、戦い方に指針を持たれるのは劇的飛躍と申せましょう。これでバトラ様は敬愛する18人を疑わずに存分に19人目を疑い、人間犯人説を追求できるわけでございます。
そういうことさ。最初のゲームのカノン君が殺されたボイラー室とか他にも19人目が存在していたなら迷う必要なんかないトリックはいくつもある。
But that's what it requires, though. And still that convenient catch-all. Who could have killed Eva and Hideyoshi? Someone had to fake their death. I mean, you could have used a 19th person, but how do they get into that room? They had to sneak in there in the first place. So, it's a lot of stuff that has to be explained, and a 19th person doesn't cover it all. In the very first game, Kennen was killed in the boiler room. One might think he was attacked by Kumasawa, who had gone down into the boiler room with him. Or maybe that someone who had appeared to be dead earlier was actually faking it and ambushed him. Hey! That's what I say. Either way, it was a move that forced him to suspect one of the 18. However, by simply proposing that a 19th person existed, there was no longer any need to suspect one of the 18 for that murder in the boiler room. What a convenient tool! It's like you're just copping out.
つまり18人の誰にも無理だからという図式だけは否定することができるわけさ。
Using this argument, it's easy to explain, for example, that problematic case that has already occurred in this game. Who gave Maria the letter? Even if all 18 have alibis, I could easily explain everything by saying that the 19th person must have visited her and given her the letter. Yeah, that's in a sense saying that a witch exists and magic exists. It's the same thing. It's like saying a human couldn't have done it. Or could have done it. In that sense, could not have done it, sorry. Because it's still a convenient tool that denies reality. Because to think that this all-knowing 19th person can do everything by themselves is ridiculous. And if they want to take it to its logical extreme, the chick, if it is, at least is the age of Ava. At least. At the age of them. Because, you know, she would have been at 30 years. She would have been probably 20 when she met him. Because we really don't want to get into the discussion of if literally the youngest she would be 30. Let's not get into that. So she's probably in her 50s at least. And let's say she's older, because that's what I would have thought. She would probably be in her 70s or 80s. Do you really think someone could do all of this stuff if she's that old? Come on. Come on, man. I'd say she's the same age as Kenzo. I guarantee it. She was the same age as Kenzo when they met.
とても良い一手だと思いますよ。私だったらどう切り返しましょうか。
By saying there's only 18 people on this island.
たとえバトラ様が理解されたとしても、18人攻めは有効な手でしょうね。バトラ様の守りがどの程度か確かめる意味でも、改めてそこを作るのも面白いかもしれません。
ならどう来る？悪魔の執事。
Say it.
バトラ様が刺された19人目の駒を迎え撃つのが妥当でございましょう。バトラ様は19人目にお会いしておりませんね。
Yep.
19人目が存在する証拠をお願いできますか？
It's a devil's proof. I don't have to show proof. Ah.
アメーゼ。もちろん。その差し手で来るだろうことは読んでいる。
それは受け手をお願いいたします。
魔女だの悪魔だの。お前らにこれほどふさわしい一手はないぜ。それがこいつ。悪魔の証明さ。
Surprise. When you try to make some claim to humans like us, we always counteract by telling you to show some proof. Because that's a human move. But I'm fighting with a witch. I'm taking part in a battle with someone who isn't human. And some moves exist that only can be used in a game against a witch. There are cheap moves. And that's what this devil's proof is. Because it's impossible to prove. Let's assume that there's a hidden mansion on Rokenjima, separate from the Ushirimiya family mansion, and that a woman named Beatrice lives there. In order to prove this, one must find this mansion and actually bring Beatrice out of it. That's called actual proof in the human world. However, if we follow the rule of the devil's proof, you can't deny that she exists, even if there's no proof that she does. Because it's impossible to prove that something doesn't exist. Yeah, I get that and all that. But it's bullshit. It is a bullshit line of reasoning. If that's, oh, there's no proof against it, that means they do exist. No, it just means that they don't. It just means there's no proof that they don't exist. It doesn't mean that they exist. That's right. I'm finally able to turn the tables using this devil's proof, which tormented me so much before. No, it's not. It's just a very, very weak logical argument. Just saying that there is no proof of it, thus you have to accept that it's real. It's extremely weak. I mean, it's just that's all I can say about it. It's just a weak argument. Just because there's not proof of something doesn't mean it does or does not exist. It doesn't advance anything at all. It's simply there to strengthen a weak argument, saying that you have no proof against me, thus I am right. And it's just weak. It's so weak. And I just hate the argument style. These guys were always trying to force me to accept the existence of a witch with it. After all, it was physically impossible for me to show any proof that witches don't exist and deny Beato's claims. That's why I kept getting hit with reckless arguments that witches do exist and was unable to counterattack. And that's why I'll spin the chessboard around right now. If I can't disprove the existence of witches, then that means. If I suggest that 19th human exists, you can't deny that either. In other words, because of this problematic and mysterious mistress is craftily hiding herself, it would be perfectly natural if you would never found her no matter how hard you looked. So you can't say that your inability to find the 19th person proves that she doesn't exist. Therefore, it's impossible to deny the 19th person's existence. Beato's used the Devil's Proof to deny her own existence impossible. But this time it's become my weapon. If we can get away with this argument, then forget just the 19th person. This island could be full of people we don't know about. That's why it's a weak argument. Because there's no limit. You can just pop in and just say, yeah, you can't prove it. That means it's true. I mean, I can't prove that I'm gonna die by this bullet. You have to shoot me first. And it's weak. It's just so weak. I can't prove that someone's not in this house right now. Other than myself. I can't prove that no one else is in here. I can't look at everywhere at the exact same time. But do I assume then that someone is living in this house that I don't know about? Fuck. Come on. No, Devil's Proof. I don't have proof that someone doesn't live here. I can't look at anywhere. They're really crafty. They found a spot that I never look. Come on. It's weak. Weak. And even if there were 10 or 100 of them, she still couldn't deny that they existed. It is so fucking illogical to think that there's 100 extra people on this island. That you can theoretically just deny it outright and just say, yeah, there's not 100 people. It's just impossible to be able to feed that many people, get water to that many people, electricity to that many people without anyone noticing. Unless they're fucking mole people in the ground. In the last game, the one before that, among the murder scenes that showed up, there were several that were extremely intricate and must have taken a lot of effort to set up. It's really hard to imagine a single culprit setting up all of those. However, if not just a 19th person, but 10 or 100 people were hidden somewhere, that wouldn't be any problem at all. But I called this happening. I fucking called this happening. I said, unless they put a limit on how many people there could be, there is no limit, because you can just say, oh, you can't prove that there's not enough people. There's 1,000 people on this island. Fuck it. So they will have to put a limit on it, because this game would be fucking broken if not. So they will have to say there's no more than 18 people, no more than 19 people. Excluding Kenzo, there's no more than 17 people. So I mean, there's definitely, there has to be something that will, chomp this down and just clamp it to being just a one cohesive thing, because this is bullshit. If they all split up the work, they could handle any job in a short period of time. Why don't they just kill everyone at that point? If there's 100 fucking people, just overrun them. With sheer numbers, you would be overwhelmed. Of course, doubts will naturally arise as to whether a large group of people like that could sneak around the mansion without being noticed. But those are all settled by the Devil's Proof. Oh my god, this catch-all thing that can never be disproven because fucking bullshit reasoning. You can't deny that even 100 people were there just because they weren't seen or noticed. They were fucking ninjas. Couldn't see them at all. They're in the ceilings. Even though I'm saying it myself, it's such a stupid argument that it makes me want to throw up. It is. It's so illogically stupid. However, because it's such a dirty move, it's perfect to use against a witch. It's stupid as fuck. God, I hate the argument. It's ugh. Well, this is just my imagination, but what if about 100 suspicious men wearing goat masks were hiding in the shadows? Something like that's worse than laughable, almost like they're cockroaches. If you see one, that means there's 100 more hiding somewhere. It is ridiculous. I am a little bit upset about it because it's so fucking mind-numbingly stupid. That someone would spend even a second on this is infuriating. But this is so easily disproven because the witch has been known to be able to speak in red, thus can deny anything you claim. That's bullshit. She will speak in red. No more than 19 people are on this island. No more than 18 people are on this island. And completely fuck your whole logic over, and this is a complete waste of time. Yep.
しかし、とりあえずの初手としては悪くないはずだ。
バトラ様の切り札の19人目の人物という大駒。
Thus, if there was a red that denied that, he loses his trump card.
証拠はあるのかとの私の一手に、バトラ様は悪魔の証明で反撃。良い攻防です。お嬢様のおられないところで勝手に手を進めてしまうのは申し訳ないのですが、私も少し面白くなってきてしまったところです。お嬢様に代わり、さらに一手進めさせていただきましょう。
Say it. Do it. Say it in red.
魔女だろうと悪魔だろうと相手に不足はね。
I'm ready for him to deny it because this has been going on for too long. Fucking shit stomp him.
バトラ様の刺された一手、悪魔の証明。これは私ども悪魔のお箱でございますが、他にも私どもにはいくつも手がございます。ヘンペルのカラスという一手はご存知ですか？
Never mind. Okay. We're getting into another logical argument.
ヘンペルのカラス？
Hempel's Raven.
何の話だ？
No, I'm interested. God damn it. Just then, that enraging laugh I've heard so many times that started echoing. The room was filled with dazzling gold butterflies, and in the center of that whirlwind, the golden witch appeared.
これはお嬢様、おはようございます。
わらわのいないところで何やら面白そうなことをしていると思うが、ヘンペルのカラスか。なんとも笑える懐かしい一手よ。よもやバトラに披露する日が来ようとはな。それは悪魔の証明に並ぶ古典的一手だ。
Thank God.
ロノウェイ、それはわらわが指す一手ぞ。わらわの楽しみを減らしてくれるな。
Of course not.
出やがったな、ゲラゲラ魔女め。相変わらず下品に笑いやがって。こいつもお前のこと、笑い方に品がねえって陰口言ってたぜ。まあ
それは心外な。本当か？
めっそうもない。心より尊敬申し上げているお嬢様にこの私めがどうしてそのような陰口を申せましょうか。
よくもシャーシャーと言えるもんだな。
What, you think he's gonna fucking tell the truth?
お前とは仲良くなれそうにないぜ。
まあよい、話を戻そう。ヘンペルのカラスは実証を待遇的に行ってみせる。
Okay.
つまりこういう手だ。カラスが黒いことを証明するにはどうすればいい？
Theoretically speaking, if you really, for the devil's proof argument, you'd have to see every single raven, because what if the next raven you see, or if only the ravens you've seen are black? But what you can say is, logically assuming that I've seen fucking 100 ravens, they're all black, it's safe to assume that since I have not seen one, let's say, brown raven, that all ravens are black. I assume that's the line of reasoning they're going to go to. And that's how you defeat this devil's proof.
あ？何の話だ？カラスが黒いことを証明って。
You have to see all ravens. If you're using the devil's proof argument, you have to see every single raven in existence, from now and until the future, to prove that ravens are black.
カラスを捕まえてきて、色が黒いことを確認すりゃいいだけの話だ。
But what if that's an odd raven? What if that's a different raven?
その通り。カラスイコール黒いを証明すればよい。ということは、黒くない鳥イコールカラスではないを証明しても同じ論法になるのがわかるかな。世界中のカラスでない鳥をすべて調べ、それらが黒くないことを証明すれば、それは結果的に故に黒い鳥はカラスであるとなるわけだ。
Problem arises when you find a blackbird, but it's not a raven.
これを待遇論法という。そなたには難しいか？
Because just because I find a blackbird doesn't mean it's a raven. But what you argue is, if it isn't black, it is not a raven.
ああ、まったく。何言ってやがるのかさっぱりだ。
バトラ様、こういう例え話はいかがでしょう。二つの箱があり、片方は当たりでクッキーが入っているといたします。
Awesome.
もちろん、もう片方は外れで空っぽです。
So loser equals empty, winner equals cookie. For example, there are two boxes. Where one has a cookie inside it means you win, while the other is empty and means you lose. At this moment it has a cookie inside, you win. Which implies that you do not win if it does not have a cookie inside. When such a relationship exists, the latter is called the contrapositive. When if A then B is true, then if not B, then not A is true.
そりゃ当然だろう。もし選んだ方が外れだったなら、もう片方は自動的に当たりってことになる。つまり、箱を適当に選び、当たり最初の一手で、どっちの箱にクッキーが入っているか特定できるわけだ。
その通り。開けた箱にクッキーが入っていたなら、悪魔の証明を満たす。
Yep.
この箱は当たり、イコール、この箱にはクッキーが入っている。しかし、開けた箱が空っぽだったなら、この時は逆に、ヘンペルのカラスを満たす。この箱にクッキーが入っていない、イコール、この箱は当たりではない。
Thus the other box is a winner.
そしてそれは箱が2つしかないことを前提としている限り、もう片方の箱が自動的に当たりであることを待遇的に示している。
ま、なんとなく理屈は分かったぜ。毒を制するには毒、へりくつにはへりくつってわけだ。それで俺の島には19人目の人間が隠れているに違いないから、18人全員にアリバイがあってもそれは魔女を認めることにはならないを。
よかろう。 わらわの手は教えよう。まずそなたは18人の中に犯人はいないイコールならば犯人は19人目としている。ならば待遇としてこうなるわけだ。
That if the culprit is among the 18, there is no 19th person.
つまり犯人は19人目ではないイコールならば18人の中に犯人がいる。
Same thing.
はあ、なんだと、それはどういう意味だ。
そなたの指し手を逆手に取っただけだけどそう難しい話ではあるまい。ロノウェ説明せよ。そなたのさっきのクッキーの箱の例えはバトラに分かりやすいらしい。
それでは僭越ながら先ほどの例え話でもう一度ご説明させていただきます。
Allow me to repeat my earlier story about two treasure boxes, one of which has a cookie in it. In this situation, you have an 18-person box and a 19th-person box. So the cookie represents the culprit. Battler, let's say you open the 18-person box. Because the cookie is not there, you have paradoxically proven that therefore the cookie is in the 19th-person box. That lets us make an even more paradoxical claim. In other words, if it was first shown that the 19th-person box was empty, it would prove that the same time that the cookie is in the 18-person box. Battler played this move in order to avoid having to doubt any of the 18, but it's now been used to prepare an 18-person attack.
なんだと。
Okay, so it's slightly different than what I was thinking, I think. Yeah,
わらわが
but close
19 人
enough.
目の箱の中身が空っぽであることを先に証明すればそなたは自動的に18人の箱の中にクッキーがあることを認めなければならないということになる。
What if it's in the 20-person box?
そなたはそれを逆の言い方で口にしたに過ぎんのだぞ。
No, it's the exact, yeah, it's the opposite of what it is. It's just arguing from the other side. If you can prove that a 19th person didn't do it, then that destroys your devil's proof because you proved it.
つまり俺の自信満々の一手は同時に諸刃の剣でもあるってわけか。
その通りよ。そなたの19人目で全てを説明する一手は18人でしか説明できないことを認めざるを得ないリスクを背負っている。
That's why I go ahead and already cede that point, because I don't want to take any extra losses. I want to go ahead and already go with my strongest move. I see. Hempel's Raven. Hempel's Raven? Whatever. So this is a countering technique. Wait, if I really think about it, this counter is really disadvantageous for me. This isn't a cookie we're talking about. If I imagine that the loser treasure chest actually has a bomb in it, it gets even clearer. And there aren't just 2 treasure chests, but 18 plus 1 more for the 19th person. If you think of it as a total of 19 boxes, it gets even easier to picture. Yeah, the odds of it being the 18 versus the 1 is a lot worse. You have a 1 in 18 shot. I got an 18 in 1 shot. Or at least, whatever, fucking 17. Or 18 to 19. I'm pretty sure I'll land it. First off, one of the premises of the human culprit theory is that the bomb will definitely be in one of these boxes. I didn't want to place the bomb in the boxes for any of the 18, so I used the devil's proof and created the 19th person box so I can throw the bomb in there. That much was fine, but then Beato struck back. Now if the contents of the 19th person box are empty, that'll automatically mean that the bomb is in one of the other 18 boxes. If I can examine what's inside all of these 18 boxes, then as long as I show that the bomb isn't in any of them, I'll be able to safely show that the 18 are innocent. But if she can show that the 19th person is empty, you're fucked. If that were possible, I'd have nothing to fear. However, in reality, that would be absolutely impossible. Yeah, the odds. The police wouldn't come here in this typhoon. We don't have access to scientific investigations or experts or anything. In short, we can't prove anything decisively. It would be impossible for me to find any proof other than simply gulping down whatever alibis each of the 18 give. That means I personally have to prove their innocence and have to do it perfectly. Like by staying with them the whole time, never letting them out of my sight for a second. You'd have to repeat this world 18 times to get it that way. By doing that, I could probably be sure of that person's innocence. Sure that the bomb isn't in their box. However, in practical terms, that would be impossible. In other words, I'd have to expend an incredible effort just to check the contents of one box. And there are 18 of them. Yo, no, I want to check Roso's box. Came out weird, but whatever. I'll make sure she's not guilty. In other words, unless I bound all 18 of them in chains and watched over them, it would be impossible to prove that all of them have empty boxes. However, Beato only has to open one box, the 19th person box, and show that it's empty to prove that the bomb's in one of the other 18 boxes. Furthermore, there's no need for her to show which of the 18 boxes has the bomb. I've got 18 times more work to do to explain my pet theory than Beatrice does for hers. Yeah, you're fucked.
世の中には悪魔の証明がそうであるように。
But theoretically, I have to only prove that a 19 person didn't do it either. But I'm also narrowing it down to less people than the 18 as well. So I'm not in the best of situations, but I'm definitely way better off than he is.
反論に膨大な手間がかかり、事実上不可能であるケースが少なくない。しかし、ヘンペルのカラスはその問題を逆手に取り、容易に実証することを可能とする。
ヘンペルのカラスを使えば、さまざまな暴論が実証可能なんです。例えば、私以外の人間イコール愚かであるというこれを証明するには本来、私を除く全人類を調べ、愚かであることを証明しなければなりません。しかし、何十億人も調べるなど、現実には不可能でしょう。マトラス様の18箱を開ける手間と全く同じです。
しかしヘンペルのカラスならば、その命題は待遇的にこう変換される。つまり、私以外の人間イコール愚かであるをそなた風に言うならば、チェス盤をひっくり返し、愚かではないイコール私として証明しても良いということだ。
It's still another weak argument because it's assuming a lot. Because you have to assume that nothing changes and that everyone is a collective in this sense. That just, since I'm smart, everyone else is stupid. It's a very collective view of all people because you can't really assign a group of all because there's always an outlier. So both the Devil's Proof and the Hempel's Raven are both logically weak. Just because they do assign these blanket statements and require a lot of assumptions to be true.